Yo people, what's good? What are you telling me? Welcome back to today's episode of the M1 Show. And today guys, you know me, I love a collaboration. What can I say? And we're back with another one. See this one here? Obviously I'm going to show you the box. This is a New Balance box, as you can see. So it's a New Balance collaboration. I told you this year, and I hope you guys have seen it from our purchases and my reviews, that we've switched the style of it this year. We've stepped out of our comfort zone. It's not just Jordans. We've stepped with some free straps, we've grabbed some Yeezys, we've grabbed some Clints, and the New Balance bag is getting deeper. The depth is there, you know, the squad depth is there, we've got a bit of rotation. And I thought, you know what, let me bring in another to, you know, support the New Balance squad and get a bit of strength in that team, you know what I'm saying? So, this one here, like I said, it's a collaboration from a group that you might know as The Basement. Yes sir, I managed to get my hands on a pair of the New Balance times Basement approved 2002 Rs in the moss green colorway. Yes sir, look at that fam. Yeah, this shoe here, serious. So before we get into the review guys, make sure as always you like, comment and subscribe. Obviously hit the post notification bell so you know when I drop a new video. And yeah man, enjoy the vibes, share with your friends, you know what, do your thing. Share out to the families then, this is family friendly content. Give it to the aunties, the local kids them that want to get into trainers. Just, yeah man, get everybody involved. And yeah, let's get into today's review of these shoes. So guys, let me tell you a bit about The Basement first. They have 277k followers on Instagram, and they're not just like a page that posts random stuff. No, they are family, they're a community, and that is the whole vibe. That's the whole purpose of what they exist for. They exist to uplift others, give people advice, and if you're fortunate enough to be in the Facebook group, you'll see how things go in the day to day. And sometimes people might be sewing, other times it might be a conversation, and people just going through their general recent pickups. So yeah, it's a nice community. People do take care of each other, people look out for each other, and that's kind of what made me, you know, gravitate towards them and make this purchase. So here we go guys. Yeah. So quickly run over the box. Standard as always, same New Balance box, grayed out with the silvery text. As you can see here, you have M2002 RBB. Yeah. Obviously I got a size 43, which is a size 9. UK 9, that's a US 9.5. Obviously, you see all the details there. Yeah. And like I said, I'm using 8.5, but half a size up in these makes sense. And these fit very snug. So if you're grabbing a size, definitely half a size up. Yeah, definitely. But yeah, let's get into the shoe, man. And you know what we do? We always start from the front. So let's start from the front. We've got this blacked out sole. And obviously, you'll get into more of the sole later on. But then we've got this blacked out sole. And we've got the N over here. The N for the New Balance obviously at the tip over here, and then we get into the toe box area and we get into this material which comes, it's like, how do I explain it? It's almost like tarp. It's a very rubbery material, but it's a very firm rubber at the same time, and it covers the toe box area as you can see. And then you have that green tint over here, this green sewn on tint that you always get on your 2002 Rs. It's obviously a contrasting colour, and in this case they've chosen that moss green colour. And guys, you're going to notice there's a lot of different materials interacting on the shoe. So we're going to keep going, and you've got this kind of very smooth suede along the major body of the shoe, and it comes not only in this section over here but also down the side panels and towards the back as well. But you'll see it as we go through the shoe. And then we get this little detail over here. We get the B instead of the N that we usually get on New Balances. So if you guys can see over here, on this one you've got the N on the left one, and on this one you've got the B for Basement approved on the right one. So yeah, Basement letting us know it's them. You see what I'm saying? And not only do they have their branding over here, but they also have it on the top of the tongue. As you can see here, you've got BSMT, which obviously stands for Basement. Yeah, smooth. Very, very nice contrast. And let's even focus on the tongue for a little bit. So we have 4 different lace options, I believe. I could have counted wrong, we might have one more. Let's see. But when you buy the shoe, they come attached with these laces, of course. And you have a pair of black laces. You have a pair of rounded laces. You have a pair of flat black laces. And the rounded ones are black and white. So you can really personalize this and make this your own. And who knows, maybe I'll explore some of the lace options soon and see which ones look best. Because yeah. But for now, we're sticking with the moss green laces that have come with them, and they're really nice. They accentuate the colours on the shoe, and they look clean, look very clean. This shoe is going to be a great shoe in the winter, by the way. Obviously, make sure you protect it so it doesn't get damaged, but for the most part, this is going to be a very, very good shoe. Cool. Then we get up the tongue over here, and we've got this obviously lace lock over here, plastic kind of green colour. It's got a slight reflective tint to it. And as you always know, New Balances tend to have like a reflective tint here and there just to accentuate the colours. And before I forget, we also have the same similar reflective tints round by the toe box area around the front of the shoe, as you can see. So down this side and down this side, and also like a little subtle bit over here where you get those layers coming through. Again, that layering effect that you always get in 2002Rs. Very, very clean. And yeah, while we're here, I'm just gonna stop here briefly before we continue. If you do want to get involved in the basement, all you have to do is follow. Just follow and just communicate, get involved, chat to the people, then respond in the comments. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a nice community to be a part of, a very nice community. So yeah. And then we get into the side, and obviously you've got that New Balance N, this time in the white to contrast every other color on the shoe. It stands out differently. Just that sweet little contrast there, sweet. And as you can see with this one, it's lifted. On the protection pack one, it's embossed. This one, it is almost barely sewn on. It's quite funny. They've only sewn on the corners and then left the rest to just hang. Interesting, but hey, it's a design move that they've decided to go for, and I'm here for it. Yeah. And then you get the shades of green again. So along here, when I say along here, I mean this section here, around to the B of the basement sign and around the shoe, you get this green sort of, again, I don't know what material it is. It's almost like a reinforced fabric kind of thing that sits on top of the plastic sheet that you get over here. And that is then where the end sits on, as you can see here. So it's literally just like that. And yeah, again, it provides a nice contrast, different uses of materials, the balances. It's just a very, very well put together shoe, and you can tell that thought's been put into the design process as well as the final execution of the shoe. So yeah, and then you get around towards the back end of the shoe, and obviously that black tarp material, that black, I don't know, rubbery sort of textile-ish material comes back, and you get that 2002R label. This time it's empty of any color, it's just the outline and then the label. So yeah, another little design feature there. Then you got the loop over here, and it's obviously that moss green color, and you get that loop over at the back connected to obviously this green bit at the back as well. This again, like it's so baffling to me what material this is, and when I think of it, I'll put it somewhere on the page, but I can't think of what the material is called right now. But yeah, and then we get into the heel tab, and obviously on the heel tab, as we know, we usually get the NB sign for New Balance, or we get it like this with the protection packs where you can see inside the shoe with the NB sign as plastic. But here we've got the basement, and it's just the basement on the 3 levels with the connecting ease. So yeah, it's pretty clean, and if you guys just take a look at that, it looks really nice. And yeah, so let me get into the lace locks now. Obviously, for the most part of the laces, you just put them through the side material, but when you get to this top lace lock over here, you get that plastic green just to reinforce the green again. And the sock liner again is that moss green material, very, very comfortable, very soft as well, and I think that's what adds to the snugness of the shoe. So yeah, that's just a little detail over there. And then we flip over to the sole. The sole is blacked out because yeah, man, I feel like in the basement, one thing I've noticed as I've been there is that there are a lot of people who get involved in things like hiking, outdoor activities, and you don't really want a coloured sole for those things. You need a black sole to step around in. So when you see obviously this green pair, the white pair and the brown pair, they all have blacked out soles. And that's just the design feature that, again, the Basement have chosen and gone for. And I think it's pretty cool, again. So yeah. And then into the technology, we've got the New Balance Energy Web in the middle, as you can see over here. Obviously, it starts from the side panel over here and then over here as well, and it goes inside to the middle part of the shoe. Really clean, stands out, but it's very, very subtle, obviously, because it's a mixture of materials with the rubber for the sole and the plastic. You kind of see the way it kind of interacts. And you got the M for endurance over here, just right there. Endurance, obviously, another bit of New Balance tech within the sole of the shoe. And then this is one of my favorite features. You know me, I like subtle things, and I feel like a lot of these details are very subtle. But this one here is the one that people never see, the insole. Look at this, guys. We've got this Basement insole. Let me flip that over for you so you can read it. Basement obviously reads that way, and it is the same on the other shoe as well. It reads Basement, and I think that's a really cool little detail. Obviously, on the New Balance technology soles, simple and clean, but it gets that point across. And obviously, this is for the Moss green pair. I then assume that the brown pair will obviously be a brown sole, the white pair a white sole with Basement obviously as the contrast. So yeah, you can kind of see where the concept is. And inside the shoe, the actual sole of the shoe is white, as you can see. So yeah. Now in terms of quality control, guys, and I don't blame this on the Basement, I just look at this generally. I think there's a couple glue stains exposed. It does look a bit like there wasn't as much time put into it compared to other New Balances. And I just think that maybe when they were in the production process of it, as in at the New Balance factory, wherever it was, they could have been a bit more patient with it and just given it that finish that it deserves, because the Basement is a really big community, and it's not nice seeing like things like that go under the radar. It almost seems like a bit of a disrespect. But yeah, apart from that, guys, amazing shoe, great colorways, great balance of the colors as well, and the contrasts are really sweet. So overall, guys, I'm giving this shoe an 8 out of 10, because you see me, community collabs, I think are just one of the waviest things, where a brand reaches out to the community and says, we recognize what you do and we would like to work with you. That's like the pinnacle of any community, isn't it? Like the brands that you buy from on a regular basis now want to come and work with you. Hey, you're halfway there. Yeah, so no, I think this is a really nice shoe, and if you do have the chance to cop it, do cop it. I bought these back in, I want to say June. I think it was back end of June or start of July. I think it was start of July actually. And I had to wait about a month for them to be delivered, but it was worth the wait. See these shoes now, these are going to be worn regularly. They're getting straight into the rotation, because why wait? Why wait? Wear your shoes today. Don't wait until tomorrow. Wear them right now. Right this second. Because yo, yeah, this is a shoe. This is a very, very clean shoe. And yeah, shout out to the Basement each and every time they delivered as they said they would. So yeah. And like I said, guys, if you want to get involved in the Basement, just follow them. Literally follow them, comment, interact as always. And also, while I was speaking about communities, I want to give a shout out to one of the communities that I'm involved in, the Stockroom. Guys, get involved in the Stockroom. That is a podcast with me and my friends Eman and Bolu and Frank. And we basically talk about trainers, we talk about fashion, and we just kind of, you know, get our points across, get our opinions across, whether it be about trainers, conspiracy theories, current affairs. Like we just like to talk, so we talk. And it's a bit different from what I do here, where I'm doing reviews, and it's more of a conversational style kind of thing, because there's a bunch of us, we kind of just have a conversation. And yeah, guys, it's a vibe. So yeah, tap in. Obviously, I'll put the link to the Stockroom somewhere on the page, so you guys can, you know, interact with the page, go and subscribe, go and watch the videos, and I hope you enjoy it, man. And guys, in terms of resale value, these aren't reselling for much, and that's because for the majority of the community, they don't mind letting the shoes go for retail, so they don't look for the profit. If they buy them and it's a size too small, they'll sell it on for a reasonable price. Like that community is a really strong one. It's a really nice one. So yeah, I feel like the price won't reach too high just yet, but if you've seen the Basement dunks that they released a couple years back, then just know that in a couple years, when these are inaccessible, the price might be a bit brazy. And obviously the Basement keeps growing, so as much as they grow, these will become more sought after. It's like, how can I get this collab? So yeah, if you got the chance to buy it now, cop it now. Literally, just cop it. Don't even think about it, just cop. But if you have to wait, then good luck to you, my friend, because it's not going to be easy at all. But yeah, guys, I've been joined by the New Balance 2002R times basement approved moss green pair, and yeah, they're a super clean shoe. Obviously, like I said, comes with a good few lace options, so if you have them, feel free to jazz them up. Mix up the laces a little bit. On a winter's day, switch up the laces, because why not? On a summer's day, switch up the laces, because why not? Get some of your own laces and mix it up a little bit, because why not? Enjoy yourself. And yeah, guys, until next time, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. You know the vibes.